everyone, welcome to what is going to be a very interesting video. This is the return to my character series of Integrity Toys face molds. This is something I started towards the end of 2024. I'd only gotten 2 parts in. It was a fun series, but I ended up having to put it on pause while going through, basically once convention started, I had to put it on pause for all the convention content. Then we had the new club year coming through, and it's just been on multi-month pause at this point. But it is actually returning now, and I'm really excited to get back into it. I really enjoy this series. I just couldn't fit it into the schedule, but I think everything's starting to slow down a little bit to the point where I can actually pick this back up and hopefully continue with it. But the reason this is going to be a little interesting is because I technically already started recording part 3 like right before the convention. So this is gonna be a mashup of me back in November. No, it would have been me in October. So me in October being mashed up with me now, just because there's no point in re-recording the couple that I already recorded. But I did lose the intro to this video that I recorded then, so I'm recording this now. But yeah, so it's going to be a mashup of me then and me now coming together to finish part 3 to continue this series. So, because it has been so long and I have gained a couple of subscribers and stuff since then, it's going to be tagged in a playlist. Like, it's going to be tagged either in the description or in the cards or something. But I highly suggest go watch part 1 because I really get in depth and explain everything. But if you don't want to, a brief synopsis is just that I'm going through every single face mold in Integrity Toys, and I'm talking about my favorite release of every single face mold / character. And with that, I'm going to do like a little ranking system. Every part, I'm going to look at 9 faces. I'm going to talk about my favorite release of that character / face. The reason I go back and forth is because some characters use the exact same face mold, and then some characters have multiple face molds. So it can be a little confusing. But anyways, I'm going to go over my favorite doll with that face / character. And then I'm going to be ranking them with a star system that I came up with. You can get a total of 5 stars for the look and 5 stars for the doll. So 10 stars overall, like total. So like a 10-star doll would be perfect. I wouldn't change a thing. But there could be one where the doll gets 5 stars and the look gets 0. Like I don't like the look at all, but the doll is perfect. And same, 5 stars for the look, 0 for the doll. Love the outfit, literally no interest in the doll. So there's kind of like a mix and match of that going through. So that's kind of like the ranking system. And then at the end of every part, I talk about my favorite doll discussed in this grouping of dolls. So like out of the 9 dolls I'm going to talk about, who is the top doll. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to take all the top dolls at the end and rank them up against each other eventually, whenever we get there. But yeah, so we're starting off on part 3, and we're going to be starting with Sena. So I'm going to let me from October of 2024 start, and then present day me will jump in where my recording stopped. Okay, so here we are diving straight in, and as you can see, like I said, we are starting with Sena. So again, in case this is your first episode, at the bottom you can see I have like photos of the character that I think is the best release of the character. Under the middle photo you can see the name. Oop, and it's wrong on this one sec. Okay, that's better. So as I was saying, in the middle photo, you can see the name of the doll. At the very top, you see the name of the character. And to the far left, you have the scoring of the doll, the scoring of the look, and then the total score. So we're starting off with Sena, and this is Ferocious. This is a doll from the Boudoir collection. And just like the Jordan that I talked about in last episode, who ended up being like the best doll of the episode for me, the Boudoir collection is just so beautiful to me. It's so good, and the photography of the dolls is so good. Now, I am fully aware Sena in general is kind of a weird doll because she has her open mouth situation, and I have seen the photos of this doll at certain angles. She looks absolutely insane. Like, she looks crazy. But when you do get her at the correct angle, she looks absolutely incredible, and that's enough for me. Like, at the right angle, she's perfect. I'm happy with it. So I gave this doll a 5 just because the makeup, the red lip, I don't know if Integrity Toys has ever done such a perfect red lip on a doll. It's so bold and shiny and just, it's so good. And then I also love the makeup. It's really nice, like a really severe cat eye, kind of giving like Ariana Grande cat eyes when she used to do those. So yeah, I gave this doll a 10. Then the outfit, I love it. It's got the garter belt, and usually I'm not much of an animal print person, but she really makes it work. And then she has these gloves. Oh, also I love the styling of her hair, like the heavy bang on one side and like falling into the waves. She is just so beautiful to me. I really love her. She's giving kind of like pinup girl, but from a different era. I can't place my finger on what era it is, but I love her so much. And again, I know she has her flaws. I have seen the photos of her at weird angles, but still, to me, out of all the Senyas, this is by far my favorite, the one I'd want in my collection. So again, boudoir dolls, just beautiful. But yeah, that is my number one Senya. Okay, the next doll we have up is Korinne Dimas. And my favorite is Siren Silhouette. I gave the doll a 3, the look a 5, for a total score of an 8. So the Korinne, right? The Korinne, I literally love everything except for maybe the face a little bit. Like, okay, the hair is beautiful, the makeup very pretty. I love the nude lip. But something around the jawline, I think it's the sculpt, not the screening. Like, it's a great screening for this sculpt. It's just the sculpt is a little odd to me. But I do think she's really pretty. Like, if I owned this doll, I wouldn't be mad about it, you know what I mean? But I'm obsessed with this look. I love this sea foamy, like slightly mint green gown, but then it gets sheer right after like the little bubble area. I love that. And then she has these gems that are like they're not quite emerald green. They're like slightly blue, but not yet turquoise. And it just like works so well with the gown. Like, it shouldn't because it's a deeper green, but it does. It works so well. She's just really pretty to me. Oh, and then of course she has these green eyes to go with the whole outfit. Again, I think the face sculpt isn't really for me, but this is by far the best Korinne to me. She's so pretty, and yeah, I really love her, and she comes in at an 8. When I tell you guys, I came so close to cheating my own ranking system when it came to this doll. So, first off, I'd like to say she is right here behind me. I own this doll. We are on the Kyori Sato 1.0 sculpt, and I gave the doll I picked was Redefined Luxury, and I gave the doll a 5, the look a 5, for a total of a 10. This doll is so good. She was a W Club exclusive gift set from the 2023 club year. Again, I do own this doll. I love her so much. I think she is so gorgeous. All of her pieces are incredible. Like, even my least favorite pieces are still like insane level. It's just like when ranking them, they rank below. Okay, I feel like I sound crazy and I'm just like losing myself in my thoughts. So like, what I'm trying to say is the gown and the bodysuit are my favorite pieces. That's what I have her displayed in. Those are my favorite pieces. So with that being said, I'd say maybe like the lavender lingerie is probably like at the lower when compared to these, but that lavender lingerie is so beautiful that it still ranks high above most other fashions, if that makes sense. Like, when it's fully accessorized. I know it's kind of simple, but this entire doll, she has all this jewelry, then she comes with these gift boxes that hold extra jewelry. Her screening is so beautiful. The Kyori 1.0 sculpt is one I had way looked over. I was like, okay, it's fine. It's just like not of the times. It doesn't work with modern day. It doesn't work with modern day Integrity Toys. It gives that kind of cartoony feel a lot of the older dolls give. But the screening that Jessie, the designer, gave her here, she is so modern and so beautiful, and she is insane. She is one of my favorite dolls in my entire collection. I look at her all the time. I love her so much. So absolutely, she's getting a 10. This is an incredible doll. So many incredible pieces, so many incredible looks. Like, each look, this doll could have stood on its own and would have been a 10 with just the gown look. She would have been a 10 with just that houndstooth jacket. She would have been a 10 with just that Chanel two-piece. But she came with all of that. All of that. Absolutely insane. This is a beautiful doll. Definitely Kyori's best release. And yeah, 10 stars all the way. Now we are on to Kyori Sato 2.0, and my favorite release of her is Karma. I would like to say she hasn't had a very recent release. I would love to see Jessie give like the Kyori 2.0 another release, but also I'd be okay if he just stuck with Kyori 1.0. Like, if we got another 1.0 with that kind of screening, I wouldn't be mad. But 2.0, I think she's still beautiful. She has she looks really good. No flaws, not upset with her. It's just, I think I'm so in love with the new screening on 1.0 that she's a little below. But anyway, Karma is the one I chose. I gave the doll a 3.5, the look a 4, for a total of a 7.5. So first off, I think the doll is very beautiful. I love this like very dark makeup with this midnight blue eyeshadow. And then this outfit, it's kind of like a bodysuit dress with these thigh-high boots. It's very sexy, a very good look. Honestly, I could probably bump this doll up to a 4. I'll say we'll keep it 3.5 because that's what I have here. But looking and talking about her now, I could possibly bump her up to a 4 just so she has an 8. But I do really, really, really like this look. I think the only reason I gave it a 4 instead of a 5 is because I don't collect a lot of like darker fashion. I definitely like a bit lighter. I say that with the Kyori gown, but it's like see-through. But I like a lot lighter fashion, a lot more like fun colors and stuff. So this deep, deep, dark, like navy blue and black, it doesn't excite me as much, but it is insanely beautiful. Like, I acknowledge that. But yeah, Kyori Sato 2.0 gets a 7.5 for me. Okay, so here we have a bit of an older character. We have Luchia Zadra. Is that how you say it? Zadra 1.0. The release that I chose for her is Hopelessly Captivating. I gave the doll a 3.5, the look a 4, for a total of a 7.5. So literally the exact same scoring as the doll before, the Kyori 2.0. So I actually kind of like her haircut. It's giving that kind of like 20s flapper vibe. And then the outfit is pretty cute, but it's just kind of like of an older time. I think if this was redone now, I think it really could be like really, really nice. Like, I love the pops of like hot pink next to the like grays and blacks. So it's really beautiful. I could see if I was collecting at this time, I would have been obsessed with this fashion. But I just keep imagining how this would look redone now. So it's good, but for this, it's going to come in at 7.5. Okay, so we're back to present day now. Outfit change, but we're back in 2025. I hope past me gave some great notes and thoughts. I actually haven't looked back at the clips, so I won't really know what I said until I get to the editing. But I still remember like my overall ideas. But anyway, we're still going on. We are on the next doll, and here we have Luchia Zadra, I believe, 2.0. For this doll, I gave the doll a 3 and the look a 2.5. So Luchia hasn't had a lot of releases, but this is her most recent release as of the time of recording, and I actually find her face very beautiful. I know the open mouth is controversial amongst collectors, but I actually really like the open mouth on her. I think she's actually really pretty. I think my least favorite thing about her is just her hair color. Like, yeah, it's a fun blend, but imagine if she had like, I don't know, black hair or platinum hair. I don't know, just like an extreme color instead of like this natural tone. I think she'd be so fun. Or maybe even a blue to go with her outfit. That'd be kind of cool. Or that blue-black blend that we recently got with Kumi. That'd be really fun on her. So yeah, I really like the doll. I would just, if I owned her, I'd want to reroute, but I actually really like her face. The outfit, I give a 2.5 just because it's a lingerie look, and I love the robe. I love the corset piece, but I don't know that I love these two together. Sorry, I'm just now realizing like the video might be a little choppy. Sorry, I haven't used this setup in a while, but yeah, I think she's really nice, but she's not like home run. So I gave her a 5.5 total. Oh, also, I didn't even see, I'm getting used to this. Sorry. This is Luchia in Dusk and Bloom. So yeah, let's get to the next one. Okay, so here we have Mademoiselle Margaret Jolie. This is a face mold. Before this series, I had no idea this character existed. I don't know. She hasn't had a release in a while, at least not since I've been a collector of Integrity Toys. My favorite release of her, looking at hers, was Ombre's Poetic. It's not poetic, it's poetique. Anyways, the doll I gave a 4. The look I gave a 4 for her total score of an 8. This is obviously a 2-piece set. She has a little lingerie set, and then she has this really pretty gown. I've come to realize I'm not much for like beige colors. I love a white and I love a black, and I love pops of color. But I actually think the dress is really pretty. I like this like golden necklace that's pretty, her earrings, and I actually really like this hairstyle. It's like a little bit 1950s-ish, but a little 60s-ish. I don't know, like with the little beehive into a ponytail. I think it's actually really cute, and I kind of like the face. She's very small in the face. It's like almost all down at the bottom of her face. However, I do think she's actually quite cute. But I can see easily looking at her that like it's really gonna depend on the hairstyle. Like I think this hairstyle works for her, but I can imagine like if her forehead was uncovered, she'd have a lot of forehead with all of her face down at the bottom. But anyway, I think this is her cutest version, and I give her an 8. All right, so now we are at Natalia 1.0. So this is a very old face sculpt that hasn't been used in a while. Again, not since I've been a collector. But my favorite Natalia 1.0 is the Heartstopper Natalia. I gave the doll a 5. I think this doll is stunning. I love her makeup. I love the colors. I think she's really pretty. And I gave the look a 0 because it is beyond simple. It is almost giving like Playline Barbie, almost. I'm sure it's got like more quality to it, but it's giving like a basics doll. I do think in this middle photo, she's looking a little cross-eyed. Or not cross-eyed. What's the opposite when like your eyes go away? Is that still cross-eyed? Like I know like when you go to the middle. Anyway, so I'm guessing the screening can be a little precarious, but I love these lavender like colors and the pink lip. And then, yeah, I just think she's really, really pretty. This is a doll I wouldn't mind having in my collection. I'm not going to actively seek her out. Natalia 1.0 isn't really for me, but I think she's beautiful here, and I give her 5 stars. Next up, we have Natalia 1.5. And this one, my choice was Night. That was the name I found for her. Finding photos of this release of Natalia was a little difficult, but in my opinion, she is by far the best Natalia 1.5. But still, Natalia 1.5 is not really a sculpt that I find myself crazy over. I give the doll a 3 and the look a 1. So the reason I give the look a 1, now if she came with the little bed, like I love the little lounger she has, that's cute. But other than that, it's just a cute bra and panty set. Like I like the way the bra is done. I think it's really pretty, but it is just bra and panties. Like it's not bad, it's just like not something I need. So I gave it a 1, not a 0 because it's well done, but a 1 because it's literally just bra and panties. But this Natalia, I love the hairstyle, the platinum blonde with the bangs. I love the bold red lip. It's giving boudoir. It's very cute, very pretty, very pin-uppy. So I think she's cute, but again, simple, and it's just not a face sculpt I feel drawn to. So she gets the score of a 4. Okay, so with Natalia 1.5, we actually have reached the last doll that we're reviewing. This was doll number 9. So now it is time to reveal the top doll of part 3 for the fashion royalty section that we've been doing. And yeah, let's get to the number 1 doll I talked about in today's video. Okay, so our number 1 doll is Kyori Sato, Redefined Luxury. I don't know if this was going to be a surprise to anybody. I am obsessed with this doll. She's literally right back there. I can't get it to line up right on the camera, but she's literally right there. I love this doll. She still, in my opinion, is the best gift set we've been offered since I have been a collector. She is so beautiful. She comes with so many incredible pieces. Again, this doll deserves more than 10 stars. I love this doll. Like, I feel like this is a doll that's always going to be out on display in my collection. She's just so stunning. She's so beautiful. And I know I'm not alone in that opinion. She is very popular amongst collectors. I definitely think as the years go by, she's definitely going to become like a grail, if not already at that status. I don't think she is, but I could definitely see her getting there, even though she was a made-to-order doll. So yeah, she's just so well done. Like, she is the epitome of what fashion royalty is to me. So that is the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you're all excited to see the series come back. I'm really excited to be recording for this series again. I definitely missed it. We had a lot going on at the end of last year, and then the new year, new club year, But I am so excited that we can start this up again. And if you enjoyed this and you haven't seen part 1 and part 2, definitely go check them out. We started at the beginning of fashion royalty. We're still in fashion royalty, still have a couple left to go, but we're making our way through it. Also, I would love to hear out of these mentioned so far, like in this video, who was your number 1 doll? Like, out of your favorite face sculpt, or maybe mention a version of a sculpt that I didn't pick your favorite version of her. Educate me. I'd also really appreciate a like and subscribe. It really keeps me motivated to keep making videos like this, to share with you guys and just talk about dolls. And yeah, I think that's going to be about it. As always, down in the description below, you can find all of my different information, such as my Instagram, which is his.dolls on Instagram, where I love posting photos and videos of dolls in my collection. But I guess that's about it for this one, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye.